Good evening and welcome to Apple Park. Tonight we're doing something special to celebrate a product we all love, the Mac.
Hello guys, welcome to my video, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. I'm not talking about any games or Attack on Titan, or I'm not going to play any. But today I'm going to talk about the new Apple event that just came out yesterday. The Halloween themed one, if you may say. That Apple event kind of just came out of nowhere, really. I mean, some people speculate that they would talk about that coming soon, maybe even in a November event. But it came in October. We kind of already knew what it was going to be about. The M3 chip, of course, hasn't been updated for about a good year. Apple came out with the M3, M Pro 3, and the M3 Max. Nothing's really too much different in my opinion on it. I mean, the things that they've added are, of course, faster, better, longer battery life, yada yada. But what really caught my interest out of it is called dynamic caching. In the normal utilization of caching in your GPU systems, the memory will be used no matter like how demanding the task is. It will definitely use all of it, right? So if you have a task and you build up more tasks to your computers, like opening tabs up, OBS, Chrome, Firefox, like anything else, your computer will utilize the most demanding task and set all equal to that. So then it slows down the processor, makes your computer a little bit more laggy, slow. But with dynamic caching, what it does is it sets all of the memories that you're pulling up for any tasks and set them as the amount it needs to take. So in retrospect, your computer, or well, your MacBook with the M3 chip will actually run a lot faster and smoother normal than an actual laptop or computer with like an AMD or an Intel, which is really an interesting way of building a computer like that, or not a computer, a processor. I also want to add that when they compared the M3 chip with the M1 chip and the M2 chip, there weren't so much difference. So with the M1 chip, there was actually a big difference. It was like double amount, maybe even triple. But when it compared to the M2 chip, the M1, the M2, M2 Pro, M2 Pro Max, those chips were actually 30% like below the M3 chip. So the way that Apple commercialized it was they'll keep comparing it to M1 because they wanted to make it look like it was a whole lot better. But when it came to M2 chip, it was just like that much better. So, of course you wouldn't sell that much, computers or processors if Apple said that when they compared it with the Apple 3 and the Apple 2 just being that much difference. So just kind of shows you that get an Apple 2 chip. It's so great and amazing. And don't get the new Apple 3 chip. Wait until the Apple 4 chip comes and see the difference then, and then see if you want to get a new chip. But still, even with that information, the Apple 2 chip is still a great processor. Hell, even the Apple 1 chip is one of the most great processors out there. So be wary, guys. Had some slight like mesh shadings and ray tracing.
Mesh shading. Mesh shading brings greater capability and efficiency to geometry processing, enabling more visually complex scenes. Finally, the new GPU architecture brings hardware-accelerated ray tracing to the Mac for the first time. Ray tracing models the physical properties of light as it interacts with a scene, enabling games to render more accurate shadows and reflections to create more realistic environments. And Pro 3D rendering apps can produce stunning ray-traced visuals faster than ever. In fact, the combination of hardware-accelerated ray tracing and the new graphics architecture allows Pro apps to deliver up to 2.5 times faster rendering performance than the M1 family of chips.
Oh, I will forget. One more interesting thing about it is how the M3 Pros, MacBook Pros, have a new color, which is called the Space Gray. But they added a thing to it. Anodization seal, which reduces the fingerprints on it. So when you touch around your computer, you make kind of like a stain on it. But with the new laptop, supposedly they have a brand new way of not having any fingerprints on your computer, especially with the black color, which kind of shows up a lot. So that's something I'm pretty intrigued about. And then they have like, what is it, like 22 hours of battery life, but my MacBook tends to survive pretty well. It's great. I love it. So I don't see a case of anyone upgrading a brand new M3 Pro Max when you have a great M1 or M2 chip in there. So and what's also interesting is they didn't add this to the MacBook Air, so that's kind of intriguing and interesting. So they only have it for the 14-inch and the 16-inch. So maybe they'll add the MacBook Air maybe next year possibly, or they might show it. I hardly doubt they'll show it in like a November event. I really hardly doubt that. But it was a good 30 minutes of live stream for the new event, and it just showed new chips, and that was about it. And a new Pro and a new iMac, but even the iMac wasn't new, it's just a new chip with it. So kind of anticlimactic. I was hoping for like maybe a new Air Max Pros too. Honestly though, yeah, that's what really the Apple event was about. And like I said, I would advise you not getting it unless you really want to upgrade it. And of course, Apple's way of showing a brand new Apple with a brand new color, everybody will got at. So I would not, that's what they do, but I would advise you not wasting all your money for that. I would just, use a M1 or M2 chip on that. So, but yeah, I just was really, really wanted to make the video about it. And so I just want to give my own opinions on it too. I know there's be millions of other YouTubers doing it too, but I just want to be one of them to show off and what I think and what I believe and stuff like that. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it's helpful as well. That's something I always hope for you guys, is I hope I'm very helpful and informative. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and yeah, peace out guys. Bye.